2-mark problem. Okay? All right. So, what is tree in computer science, right? Tree in real life consists of what? Roots, branches, and leaves, correct? That's how a tree looks like. In computer science representation, we will not see the tree roots from bottom to top. We will see it an upside down tree. Okay? And the roots will be on the top, and the leaves will be on the bottom. And to represent the tree, we have what? We have something we call nodes. What are nodes?
Linked list.
Similar to the nodes in the linked list. Exactly the same. But instead that every node in the linked list have one pointer, correct? What about tree? Every node could have multiple pointers, right? As many as we want. As many we specify, actually. In this case here, right, we want to organize it in a hierarchical representation. What hierarchical mean? Just like a family tree, right? This one, let's say your grandfather, or great-great-grandfather, then this is your grandfather, then this is your father, and this is you, correct? Similar to what? Family tree representation, which is we call it hierarchical representation. Okay? And all the time, it's better we do what? We make it look like level. This is the first level, second level, third level, and so on. Which one on the top? Which one is the beginning? Root. So my tree all the time starts from root. What about my linked list? All the time start from where? From head. Okay? So here, I don't have head, I have what? Root start from this node. Okay? Now, the tree could look like this. So 1, which one the children of 1?
Just for 4.
Family tree, right? Okay? 1 is the parent of 2, 3, and 4. And 2, 3, and 4, okay? They are the children of 1. And so on, right? It's a hierarchical relationship. So 1 is the root, okay? 5, 9, 10, 13, and 12, they are what? Leaves. We call them leaves. How to know they are leaves? Because they don't have?
Pointers.
They don't have children. They have pointers, correct. Okay? Meaning all their pointers pointing to nil, correct? Similar to the last node in the linked list. Last node in the linked list pointing to nil, correct? Now, if we look at 7, 7 is the child of 4, right? Okay? And 4 is the parent of 7. Okay? And what about 7 and 8? Siblings, right? Okay? Just like brother, sister, or brothers, sisters. Correct? Okay? And of course, this one, the edge is represent the pointers. Okay? So there are some very important terminologies we need to do it, need to understand it about the tree. Okay? So, the root of each subtree, look at this terminology. The root of each subtree is said to be the child of R. And R is said to be the parent of each subtree. So we have a new terminology called subtree, correct? So this one is the entire tree, correct? Which one is the root? A. Which one the leaves? D, I, J, K, F, right? And H, correct? All of them, we call them leaves, right? But what is this subtree? You know that in family tree, right, there is the family, the tree of the entire family, right? And there are some branches, right? So if we come at this one, the big circle, right? Which one is the root of this circle, the big circle? B, right? B is the head of this circle. So this one, I can say that the pink circle is a subtree of the entire tree, correct? Can or cannot? I look at the greenish one, this one, right? Which is the root is C. So C is the head of the green circle family, right? So the green circle is a subtree of the entire tree, correct? And by the way, every node inside the tree, we can call it a subtree. Meaning that I can come to K, I can say K is a subtree of the entire tree. You would tell me K is only one node. How is possible K can be a subtree? Then I tell you, can K grow in size or not? Can K in the future have children? Yes. So can it be a subfamily of the entire family? Yes. So K also can be a subtree of the entire tree. Make sense or not? So meaning that the root of each subtree, so the root of this subtree. B, root of this subtree. C, and E, the root of this subtree, okay, is said to be the child of R. And R is said to be the parent of E subtree. So A is the parent of E subtree, let's say. The parent of this one. So this one, B, is the parent, is the child of R, of A. C is the child of A, and A is the parent of both B and C. Okay? So we know what are leaves. So node with no children, also known as external nodes. Internal nodes is what? The nodes that in the middle. That they are neither what? A leaf or a root. Okay? So sibling, which is not with the same parent, that's okay. So far this one reminds you of what? If I go back to here, this one reminds you of what? I've done something very similar, right, before? You remember Fibonacci numbers? Every function will call two functions, every function will call two functions, and so on.
Recursive calls.
Very similar, correct? Very similar representation. All right. So I come to here. Tree terminology, we continue, okay? We have two terminologies here are very important, which is depth of the tree and the height of the tree. And sometimes student confuses between both. Okay? So, depth of the tree is what? Okay. Depth of the tree is what? So, depth of the tree is equal to the depth of its deepest leaf. Okay? So, the depth of a node is the number of edges from the root to the node. Okay? So, I come to here, I want to calculate the depth of a node. Okay? So, let's go to here. Okay? So, I count the number of edges from the root to the node, right? Okay? For example, here, how many edges from the root to the node? One edge, correct? Here, depth is equal, this node depth equal to what?
2.
2. Mean depth, how many times I had to go in depth, correct? How many times I had to travel? How many times I need to go to next node, to next node? I start from the root here. 1, go left. 1, go right. How many times I moved? 2 times. I have how many edges? 2. So the depth of this node is 2. And look at here, what about this node? 1, 2, 3. Just count how many edges we have. Okay? So the depth here is 2. What about the root? Root all the time at depth what? 0. Again, this is similar with the Fibonacci numbers, right? Here is 0, here is 1, here is 2, all these nodes 2, here all of them will be 3, correct? Okay? Alright, so the depth of the entire tree from here to the deepest one, so the depth of this tree will be 3, correct? Okay. What about the height of a tree? Is the height of the roots. So height of a node, let's look at the height of a node, then I need to know later how to calculate the height of the tree. Then height of a node, the height of a node is the number of edges from the node to the deepest leaf. Okay, number of edges from the node to the deepest leaf, correct? So all leaves have height of what? 0. The height of the root is equal to the depth of the tree. So I come to here, right? What is the height of this node? 0. What about this one? 0. This one? 1. Now here at height 0, every time I go up, increase the height by 1, correct? If I go up here, this height 1, here, height 2, here, height 3. Is that the inverse way of what? Of calculating the depth. Alright? Depth is the most important one. Okay? Depth is the most important one here. So, both clear to you or not? So, binary tree. So far, we look at this tree terminology, right? But it's not binary tree. What does binary mean first?
0, 1, 0, 1.
0, 1. Okay? Binary meaning 0, 1. 2 options. So, a binary tree is a tree in which no node can have more than what? 2 what? 2 children. Every node have 2 children. Every node, maximum up to 2 children. So, each node has an element, a reference to the left child and a reference to the right child. It's like the left child is 0 and the right child is what?
1.
1, and that's why it's called binary tree. Okay? So, look at this tree. Is this a binary tree?
No.
No. Which one violates the rules? Which node?
4. I mean, the root
Node
has
one.
3 pointers.
Node 1, how many children it has?
3.
3. Is this correct?
No.
No. What about the rest? All okay?
Yes.
What about this one? Is this binary tree?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So every node can have up to 2 children. There's possibility, of course, nodes with no children, and there are some nodes with only 1 child. Right? So every binary tree have levels, right? This is level 0. At level 0, what is the maximum node I can have? At level 1, what is the maximum node I can have?
2.
At level 2, what is the maximum node I can have?
4.
Level 3, what's the maximum node?
8.
8, and 16, and so on and so on. This one reminds you of many things, correct? Okay. Right. We can discuss later about this. Okay, so remember this one. Then, what is binary tree? I have 2 properties of binary tree which are very important. So the first property is every node can have up to 2 children, correct? And just put here the other terminology. Children, we can call them what? Successors. The ones succeed you in life, correct? So your children are your successors, right? The second property, which is very important, a unique path exists from the root to every other node. So here in this tree, do I have unique path from A to every other node? Yes or no? Is this binary tree or not? So the first property is what? Up to 2 children. So every node could have up to 2 children, right? So this rule is okay. I have 2 children. B okay. C and D both okay. But does this satisfy property 2? I look here. I can go from A to D directly, or I can go A to B to D. So I have 2 paths lead me to D, correct? Is this a unique or not? Not unique anymore. So this tree now violating the unique path exists from the root to every other node. Okay? So I need to have a unique path between every node to all other nodes. Okay or not? So is this one binary tree? Yes.
Yes.
Up to 2 children. And I have unique path. Meaning that C. Can I reach C? I can reach C, yes, from this path. Can I reach it from any other path?
No.
No. And I need to do this for every other node in the binary tree. Okay? This clear? Okay. Now. So, just here I put this slide to tell you that successors, children. Predecessor, your parents. Right? Beginning, which is the root, a node without a leaf, children without a node without children, we call it a leaf. All right? Just, okay? We'll go back to the terminology. So, this one you already answered me, correct? So, at level 0, what is the maximum number of nodes? 1. Level 1, how many maximum number of nodes?
2.
Level 2?
4.
Okay, 4. So now, let's say I have 6, okay, items I want to insert. How many levels I need? I want to insert 6 items in my binary tree. How many levels I need?
2. 2. If we start
What do you
from
mean by 2, what do you mean exactly?
if we start from 0, we
we
need
have level 0, level 1, level 2, correct?
Yes.
How many levels I have?
3.
3 levels. Okay? So, if I have 7 nodes, how many levels I need? See, I got So, this is 1, right? This is what? Level 0, correct? Okay. This level, how many nodes I can have up to? 2, correct? So I have 7 nodes. 7 items I want to insert. How many levels I should have? 3, not yet 4, right? Because this level I can have 4. Now how many elements I have? 7, right? This is which one? Level 0. This is Level 1, this is level 2. Okay? How to count this, right? The summation of every level, correct? At this level, I have 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2. So, 2 to the power 0 plus equal to what? Will give me the total number of nodes. Correct or not?
Yes.
So, the maximum number of nodes at every level is 2 to the power I. What is I? The level. Okay, where I represent the level. So why we start leveling from 0? To use this one. Okay, so 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, and so on. Nothing else. All right, that's fine. So far, okay or not? So, if I have, look here, I have tree A, B, and C. Okay, please pass the attendance. Okay, 10 more minutes. Pass the attendance. I have tree A, B, and C, correct? What are the main difference you can see between all those 3 trees? Tree A looks more balanced, right? Tree B looks like I have 2 main branches and goes in depth in each branch. And what about tree C? It looked like what? Look like what? Linked list, correct? It looked like a linked list, right or not? Okay. So tree C here looked like a linked list. Now tell me here. The first question here. What is the maximum height of a tree with n nodes? What 2 power n? Oh, no. If I have n nodes, what is the how many arrows I can count between the root and the last node? N minus 1, correct? Or n nodes, right? So what is the maximum height of a tree with n nodes? N minus 1 or n? Both of them okay, correct? So what is the minimum height of a tree with n nodes? Which one is the minimum height?
A?
Is this minimum?
Yes.
A, B, or C?
A.
A, of course, A is the shortest tree. Okay. Now, tell me, which one is the best tree, in your opinion? Which one is the best one?
A.
A, right? Because why we are doing C if C looks like a linked list, right? So A looks like the best representation of a tree, correct? Okay. So let's look here. So the maximum height of a tree with a node and same like a linked list, correct? Which is this one, is very similar to linked list. So what about the minimum height of this one? What is the height of this tree?
Level 3.
Okay. Here is written log n plus 1. Why log? Get you to remember this. Let's look here. Right? How many elements I have here? Right. 7 elements, right? 7. Okay. How many levels I have here?
3.
3 levels, right? I have 3 levels here. What I can do to 7 to become 3, so what we do, log of 7 plus 1 equal to what? Okay? It's similar to what? Yes? Okay, similar to binary search, right? I have array divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2, and so on. Same idea here, okay? So here I have size 4. What divide by 2? If array size of 4, divide by 2 becomes what? 2. Divide by 2 becomes what? Can I divide by 2? I stop. Correct? Okay? So the same idea, but is the opposite way we are doing. Okay or not? Okay? Yes. Okay. So why height is important? Why height is important? Why I should know the height? Now, which one is the highest tree, right? Imagine you go outside, then you want to pick up fruits. Then you have 3 trees. 1, tree A, B, and C. Which tree you want to climb to pick up the fruits? A, B, or C?
A.
A. Why? C, the fruit could be very high up. okay, it might be very difficult to reach, correct? So that's why, okay, height is very important, correct? But now, I'm going to ask you a question. Think carefully before you answer. I have tree A, B, and C. If I want to search for elements, okay, what is the big O notation, or worst case complexity for tree C? N, as long as the link is correct. What about tree B? No. Looks like n divided by 2, but no. Let's say I'm not n squared. No. It should be less than n. Okay, it should
It's
be.
log.
Wait. I'm searching for I, correct? Let's see I. How many steps take me to search? Is either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is n divided by 2, just like what you said, or do I know I exist on the right side of A? I don't know. No. Wait. Okay? Then I might go to the left side, correct? And big O notation represent what? The big worst case scenario, correct? I want to represent the worst case scenario. So it's possible I go on the right. Is this I know, no, then I go on the right side? I know, no, yes. How many elements I have checked?
Oh.
I check everything. I check n elements. What is the complexity? Also n. I come to here. What is the complexity here of finding J? Also it could be n. Right? The worst case complexity, if I want to find I or J, let's say I will check E, A, B, H, G, and so on, C, F, D. So later I check I, right? Okay? So in searching, now so far I have issues. All of them looks the same. So why I'm using tree? Keep this on your mind. Later we have a solution for this. All right? But if I want to insert, and I want to insert element in this tree, and I want to insert after J, now is an issue. Then I need to travel everything to insert, correct? When I want to insert here, no matter what, worst case scenario is better than this, correct? Insert in this tree A is better than insert in tree B and C, correct or not?
Yes.
Because the worst case scenario, here I will insert after C, H, or J, and which is shorter than both. Right or not? So insertion okay, finding I still have an issue. Right? So tree operations, example, insert, delete, retrieve, okay, are typically expressed in terms of the height of a tree. Okay? So does height determine the running time?
Yes.
Okay, told me yes, right? Okay. Actually, in most situations, height determines the running times, except in finding, then it's an issue. But finding only is the big issue, right? Now, I have another two terminologies. Do we finish or not? We still have 5 minutes, okay? Next, I have full bind tree. Do we have time to finish it and complete? Yeah, we have time. 5 minutes should be enough. Okay. Next, I have this terminology, which is called full binary tree. So, full binary tree is, in a full binary tree, each node has what? Two children. Except for what? Nodes on the last level, which are leaf nodes. Okay? Okay? So, meaning that, okay? Okay? Okay. Is this one full binary tree or not? Does every node have two children except the leaves? That's the rule. Every node have two children except the leaves. What about this node, this tree? Is it full binary tree or not?
No.
What is the issue? C. And what? Why E? Is E a child? Sorry, a leaf?
Yeah,
So does it have any children? So it should be okay. Right? Only node C here the issue. Have one child. Meaning that full binary tree, if you see a node that has one child, right away say, this is not full binary tree. Okay? So I'll give you a few examples here. Is this full binary tree? What about this? Full binary tree? What about this? Is this full binary tree? This one has one child, right? What about this? Okay, full binary tree. This one? No. All right? So now, I hope it's clear to everyone. This one, not a full binary tree. All right? Next, we have complete binary tree. Okay? Complete and full, they are different. Okay? Definition one of complete binary tree. Okay? Just focus a little bit with me so we can finish fast here. Complete binary tree is a binary tree in which completely filled with the possible exception of what? The lowest or the bottom level. Which is filled from where? Left to right. I all the time fill left to right, left to right. Okay? So, definition 2, complete binary tree is a binary tree is either a full binary tree or a tree that will be full binary tree but is missing what? The rightmost node on the last level. Meaning that if there is a missing node all the time in the bottom level and missing from where?
Right side.
From the right side. Why? Because I'm filling from left to right. Okay? So, is this complete binary tree?
No. Yes.
Every level is full. Level 0 full?
Yes.
Maximum one node. I have one node? Yes. Level 2 maximum of how many nodes?
2.
2 nodes. Do I have 2 nodes? Yes.
Yeah.
Level, this one, level 2, how many nodes I have?
4.
Is it full?
Yes.
This level is full? No.
No.
I start from where? From left to right. Is left empty?
No.
No. This one empty? No. This is empty? Yes. I have only the rightmost empty. And I fill from left to right. Okay? Is this complete?
It's not complete.
Why not complete?
Because the second child of F is missing.
No, that one is full. I'm asking complete. Don't mix between them. That's one full binary tree. This is complete binary tree. We are talking about complete binary tree.
To be complete binary
Look,
tree.
let's go through the rule again. Is level 0 full?
Yes.
Level 1 full?
Yes.
Level 2 full?
Yes.
Level 3 full?
No.
No. I am filling from left to right?
Yes.
Yes. I live left, 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 right. Am I missing nodes?
Yes.
I'm missing where? Only the rightmost, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so this is complete binary tree.
It is complete.
It is complete. Okay or not? Okay? Meaning that I want to insert nodes. I have one node. You tell me. Is this complete?
Yes.
Yes. This one complete?
Yes.
This one?
Yes.
Okay. This one? This one complete?
Yes.
Only the rightmost. What about this one?
Not complete.
Why not complete? Notice I fill up this level. When I go down to the next level, I need to fill up from